Hi guys, how are you doing? It is the end of August and we are moving into September, and I am still obsessed with my latest babies, my Lightseers Tarot and my Muse Tarot. So here we are. We are going to be doing our monthly prediction videos for the month of, getting what it's going to look like for the month of September 2019. And I'm going to be using these two decks. Now, since this is the Muse Tarot, so we're going to talk about work, creativity, finance, and all that muse-based stuff coming from here. Uh, the Light Seers Tarot is going to shed light on the romance aspect of September. And since I wanted to kind of go borderless, but I also wanted a Rider-Waite based deck for my general part of the reading, so I chose the Morgan Greer Tarot deck, and that's going to talk about the general sort of overview reading for each sign. And that brings me, to my little, thing that I say every time. To get the best out of these readings, look for both your sun sign and your moon sign. If you know your ascendant sign, add that into the mix and get a kind of a mixture of all of that to kind of come to a like as personal as possible prediction for how the month will look like for you. All right, and of course each video has timestamps, so you can just jump from to the sign that you want to look at. You don't have to watch the entire video, saves time and all of that good stuff. And of course we are going to bunch these videos together based on elements. So we have earth, air, water, fire, all of that. And please, please, please don't mind my hoarse voice. I'm kind of dealing with a cough. And if you hear any weird noises in the background, that's just, we're getting some work done in the house. So just kind of bear with me this month, okay? All right. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Hey guys, how you doing? This is Madhvi from TaroticallySpeaking.com, your tarot blogger, deck and book reviewer, and maker of these awesome videos on YouTube. I'm also a tarot card reader and mentor, and an author of this awesome book on tarot, which is available on Amazon, both paperback and Kindle, all over the world. Now, all of these links and more are in the description, so do check that out. And at the end of this video, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for more such awesome tarot videos. Alright, so now let's look at what September 2019 holds in store for water signs, which are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. First up, we have Cancer. And the general reading for Cancer is 10 of Wands with Page of Cups reversed. So, Cancer, you guys are going to be having a very, very tough month in that sense that you will be burdened with a lot of responsibilities, a lot of work. Even personal life, there'll be a bunch of responsibilities, which will not leave you with much time for, any kind of creative or personal, things or hobbies that you like to indulge in. And maybe they will even make you feel a little sad, a little tantrumy, a little, you'll be like, come on, why do I have to be the one doing all this work, right? Why can't someone else do it? Or, that sort of thing. A tantrum is definitely going to happen there in September for you. So it's going to be rough. If possible, if you can find someone to delegate some of this work to, that would definitely make your life easier. But, a tantrum is happening no matter what. This Page of Cups, especially reversed and in Cancer, it's a tantrum waiting to happen. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. All right, so let's see what happens in the love and romance arena, or even in the relationship arena for that matter. You have Chariot reverse paired with the Eight of Swords. So things are not necessarily, because see, Chariot is also a Cancer card in terms of the astrological connections. Reverse Chariot is saying things are not going so well. And the reason I would say is because of your self imposed limitations. This card is totally, you or your partner or your friend with whom you're having that relationship issue with, they or you are facing or dealing with your inner fears and your inner inhibitions and your inner, you can't do this, oh, I don't think you've got what it takes to make this happen. Those kind of negative thoughts which have kind of gripped you. You don't show them on the outward sort of thing, but inwardly, those thoughts exist. And those thoughts are limiting you from making the progress that you need to make in this relationship, from going forward and doing what you need to do in this relationship. And which is why you find yourself either, things are not going in the right direction or not going where they're supposed to be going, or maybe even in a stuck position overall because of these inhibitions. It could be you, it could be your partner, it could be both. It could even be, like even with your friend, it could be you or your friend, or it could be both of you dealing with your own self-imposed limitations upon yourself are going to bring your relationship in this place where you feel stuck, where you feel like you're not going in the right direction. The idea is to maybe find a safe space, where you both can open up and talk about what these inhibitions are, or just by yourself, come face to face with your self imposed limitations and try to find a way to heal with them, to deal with them, and so that things will start to, move in the right direction that you want it to. Just saying. Each of the cards also holds the answers, right? Now, in your area of your work, creativity, finance, you have Temperance paired with Tower reverse. Now, didn't we have this combination earlier in another for another sign, but a little differently? Both these cards were reversed there and on this side. How interesting. So, Temperance, there is balance, there is growth, there's a lot of internal growth, right? You will find maybe someone who will guide you in a way that will kind of, stop certain things, certain processes in your workplace from toppling over, crumbling into pieces. Somewhere you will resurrect what you need to resurrect from this crumbling mass of things. Point is, either you will do this yourself or you will find someone who will guide you to do this yourself. But this is definitely an opportunity for growth, an opportunity where you're going to learn something, right? There's a lot of damage control going on, I would say, with this Tower reverse and paired with the Temperance. And especially at work, right? This is going to be an overall a big learning experience where something that is about to crumble, that is, on the verge of breaking apart, will actually be rescued because of, someone who is wise, someone who is balanced, someone who really understands the intricate workings of the situation, and someone who is even tempered, really, So either it'll be you or it'll be someone around you who's in that situation or that kind of personality. But there is a big, big learning curve here, a big lesson to be learned. Pay attention. Pay attention. That's all I'm going to say, Cancer. Pay attention. Okay? Wow, this is going to be an eventful September for you. For sure. All right, next up we have Scorpio. All right, so the general reading for Scorpio is High Priestess reversed with the King of Rods. Okay, so you're going to be facing a situation where things are not what they seem. High Priestess reverse essentially is telling me that you're going to be finding yourself, things are moving along, but you're going to be dealing with a lot of misrepresentations, miscommunications, maybe even manipulations. Someone is taking an idea and presenting it to you in such a way that it that it looks wrong, but it's not really. It's just the way it's being presented. You're being misled down a wrong path, really. So try to find a way where you can separate the truth from the BS, right? The King of Rods tells me that you'll have to work on this, but you will find a way. You will see through this. You will be able to kind of find a way that says, hey, wait a minute, something is being misrepresented here. Something is not quite told to me in the right way. But the point is, you need to keep your heart open, your eyes open, your ears open, and your mind also open in order to see through the fog created by the reverse high priestess. Okay, just saying, be aware of this. Now, now in the relationship area, now this could be, wow, you have 10 of Pentacles reverse and 10 of Wands reverse. This is an interesting energy here. Okay, so again, there is a relief in sight in terms of relationship issues somewhere. So it could be again romantic or any kind of relationship where you've been facing issues, right? You've been facing troubles. You're going to find a way to kind of deal with it, come to terms with it, find a way out of it. But again, the solution is not to be found in a group setting, because this 10 of Pentacles, it shows a kind of community, a group, a family. But this is not, because this card is reversed, this is not the way you're going to find the answer to your relationship problems. So you're not going to find them in a group of people, or discussing it with a group of people, or talking it out with a group of people. No, this is not going to work. Maybe, it's going to be just you and that person, your partner or your friend. And whatever your issues are, you need to sit down one-on-one and discuss them with each other. And you're going to find a way, even if sometimes maybe that way might include, putting a little distance between the two of you. If that is what works, then go ahead and do it. But you're going to find a way to come, make sense of what is happening and find a reasonable and peaceful solution to whatever is not working in your within your relationship. But it is not in a group situation. This is a one-on-one thing, so just bear that in mind. And while you're at it, you need to be able to see through things clearly, just saying. And coming to creativity, work, and that sort of thing, finances, money, that sort of thing, we have the we have the Knight of Materials reversed paired with the Hierophant. This is interesting. So this is a month where finally things get moving for you in terms of resources, in terms of the stuff you need in order to get things off the ground. Finally things are coming to you, not necessarily at the speed you wanted, or at the pace you wanted, or at the in the way you wanted, but it is coming. Things are starting to move. Things are starting to kind of happen at work. But again, Hierophant here in this particular card talks about a very personal journey of learning, a journey of wisdom. It's more like an introspective space where maybe you might find guidance in previous I don't know, case studies maybe, or someone experiences of other people who have gone through similar situations. So maybe, I don't know, one of them self-help books or something. But you're going to be, it's not just the book, or it's not just the case study. It's also going to be a lot of introspection after you've taken that wisdom personally from your experiences, and also from other people's similar experiences. And then there's this period of introspection where you're going to figure out a way, a system even, of dealing with similar situations down the line. And believe me, that is going to be useful. So this experience that you're having, it's not for nothing. It is going to enlighten you in a way that is going to be helpful for you down the line. So take that experience, also listen to the experiences, or pay attention, or learn from the similar experiences of other people, and kind of, formulate an answer, or create a method for dealing with similar situations down the line. Interesting. Very interesting. And next up is Pisces. So, all you fishy fish, here we are. General reading. Justice reversed with Five of Swords reversed. It's going to be a very interesting month. Again, a little bit of indecisiveness, right? A little bit of indecisiveness that kind of sort of leads to you not being able to assert your position in an argument, maybe, and that kind of, sets you back a little bit. And it's going to be a tough lesson to learn, right? If by being indecisive, if that kind of, see, here's the thing, you have to look at the final outcome. By being indecisive, you're not being assertive of who and what you are and what you stand for and what you believe in, right? So if you want to stand for yourself and if you want to stand for what you believe in, you have got to be a little bit more decisive, and you got to be take action on the decisions that you've taken. You can't just waffle around and say maybe, maybe not, maybe, maybe not, because then the opportunity to create your own position, a strong position really, will go away. So again, this has not happened yet. You can still, turn these cards around. Just saying. So relationships, this could be friendships and or love relationships. We have Seven of Pentacles reversed paired with the Nine of Wands. This is interesting. So relationships, each and every relationship in your life deserves to be nourished, deserves to be treated well, deserves to be taken care of. Which relationships or which areas in your relationships are not being nourished, are not being taken care of, are not being, well looked after because of your maybe defensiveness, because you feel like, that'll make you vulnerable if you do that. Look at those areas in each of your relationships this month, and it will illuminate something important for you. It will tell you something, it will expose really within you an area that you were like, oh, I never really saw that, I never really thought about that you're being defensive, where you're saying, oh, I have to be careful here because that'll leave me open to, that'll leave me vulnerable. That is actually causing or leading to that particular relationship area not being completely nourished the way it is. And it'll tell you something about yourself, it will show you something about yourself. So both ways there are revelations coming to you in this month. Okay, now let's look at creativity, work, that sort of thing, finance. And we have here the Knight of Emotions paired with the Devil. Ooh. So, feelings, emotions are going to drive you at work, and not necessarily not always in a positive way. Devil reverse, again, is a mixed bag. You might find yourself free from the chains that these emotions have created for you, or emotional connections or bonds have created for you. You might find that, okay, finally I'm free of those chains. But at what cost? That freedom comes at a cost. With Devil upright reverse, everything comes at a cost. So what is the cost of freeing yourself from these kind of emotional bonds at work, right? That is something that the muse asks you to kind of ponder upon this month and experience even parts of it. Which is why I come back again to this Justice reversed paired with Five of Swords reversed. If you don't take a stand for yourself, no one else will. And if you will not stand up for yourself, you are going to basically let someone else come take your place. Are you prepared for that to happen? If not, turn this card around and act upon your decisions. Take a stand. It's scary, I know, but it'll be worth it because then this will also become a pride. And I think this will also become a pride. What do you say? Pisces, you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. Please give this video a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook where I post my card a day readings every day. You can also order a reading for yourself, or you can learn how to read tarot from me, of course. All of these links are in the description, so check that out. I will see you again in my next video. Until then, stay good, be good, and play with your cards. Bye now.